All right. I'm going to give you some angles here. So scooch out real quick. This marker is going to be our little guide. Boom. Bop, 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 bop. Yeah, totally can see that, right? Close enough. This marker's dead. Oh, that's good enough. All right, and this one here. Hold on here. Hey Siri, text Bree. Grab the red marker from the shooting lane. Okay, so you can kind of get an idea, right? Okay, so that's going to be your center line right there. Let's get a turn, hop, going right into it. And then I square back up. Turn, square back up. Okay, that line will give you a little bit of a guide. Yeah, and get that hop over. Good. Good. Okay. So when we do this as well, we also want to make sure that I do call it a little bit of a hop because I do want that explosive movement. But we don't necessarily want to hop too much as we want to have more quick feet. But my feet are going to leave the ice for a little bit. But I don't want to get up too much as I want to kind of stay close to the ice as possible. Your last one you just did here, that was pretty close. So you kind of just, your feet kind of hover just above the ice type deal, and it's nice and quick. Good, yeah. So the higher and more you get off the ice, the slower you'll be, but the closer you keep your feet to the ice and just kind of hover above it, the quicker you'll be. Awesome job. Okay, let's get back to the middle here, okay? We're going to do 2 shuffles out. First off, I want to turn to where I'm going, push, push, and then I'll drop down in that butterfly. And I'm going to get my eyes and hands, my nose specifically. I got that laser beam going right to the puck, driving up that leg that I need to push with, and then right over. Nice and set, turn, push, push, drive down the knees, eyes and hands, drive that knee up. You're right in position. All right, do your best. Yeah, push, push. Butterfly, eyes and hands. Make sure you get your eyes and hands going to this puck before you lift up that leg. Push, push. Yep. Good. And let's get 2 good quick shuffles there. Yes, there it is. Butterfly. Forward curly push. There we go. Yep, keep going. Oh, do it again. Do it again. Forward curly push. Beautiful. Thank you. I forgot about this one, actually. Here you go. I got you now. Red marker to the rescue. Oh, no. Are you kidding me? All my markers are dead. That's so disappointing. Oh, it's way better. It's way better than the other marker. All right, well, yeah. Good. Okay, let's get 2 more each way. 2 more each way. Push, push. Drop down, eyes and hands. Okay, push, push. Drive down, eyes and hands. Good, okay, real quick. This side here. Get our eyes and hands. Drive up that leg a little bit more. It's a little bit out so that when your feet are getting a little wide, it's a little awkward to get up. If you drive that knee up, right, first and foremost, the eyes and hands allows you the space to drive up that knee. Then I can get a little bit more of a balanced push if I drive that knee up a little more because right? If my knee is way out here, I need my center of my gravity, right? This area here to be over this knee to be balanced because it's pushing me, right? So if I'm here and I get up, right, without me putting my leg up, I'm just going to fall down. So I have to bring that leg up. So if I drive that knee up more, it's underneath my chest. Now I'm going to be more balanced. Here I'm falling over. Here I'm more balanced. And if I'm balanced in my push, the push is going to be so good. You're going to have power. You're going to be quick. And if you're balancing the push, that means the hands are controlled, the upper body is controlled, and it's going to be a lot easier. If you're not balanced, you're going to be like, woo, wacky, playable, and waving hand guy type deal. Okay? One more. Let's get one more each way on this one, all right? Drive up this knee really big. Push, push, drop down, eyes and hands. Much better. Good. Push, push, drop down. Yeah. Oh, do a full recovery push here. Boom. Eyes and hands. Good. Okay. All right. Let me see a game speed butterfly real quick. That's better. That's better. Okay. Now, what do you think is going to help you have a really fast butterfly? Oh, that's good. Anytime I ask you a question, don't think that I expect you to know the answer, right? A lot of times I just fish to see what you do know, right? Oh, that went wide. Too bad. I will ask you a couple questions here and there, like that I definitely think you might know, and just because I want to hear you say it. And then a lot of times, if you hear yourself say the things, and then it's going to be so solid in your brain. But there's a lot of things I'll also ask that I don't expect you to know the answer at all, or maybe I'm just trying to get you to think about it, right? So don't ever think that you have to know the answers to my questions, right? It's just mostly to invoke thought, to make you think about it a little more. This is the time when we think. In the games, it's just read and react. Okay? So, one of the things that I want to make sure that we're doing here when we drive down in our butterfly is when we do land, and you do a pretty good job of this. If you don't land and be too tall, right? Keep the hips engaged. That's really important. But to drive down, and notice that, not drop down, but drive down our knees in a butterfly, I need my chest to help me a little bit too, okay? So if I'm in my really good stance, look at that, I got my toes, my knees, my chest, all right in a line, my hands will be out, right, in front. I need to make sure that my knees aren't already in my stance, because then I can't drive my knees in. When I go to the drop down, I'm going to drive my knees down into it. Boom. So if my knees in my stance are already here, then I can't drive my knees down. I can only drop. So I want to make sure that my knees are and my legs are tracking, right? Or in line together. I don't want my knees to be inside. I want to be right there, kind of a straight line. And then, boom, drive the knees down. And I can use a little bit with my chest to drive my knees down. But if I use my chest to drive my knees down too much, and then I get down this low, that's no good, right? So then I'm going to make myself small. So I have to a really strong core to control that. Does that make sense? Okay, drive those knees down as fast as you can. Boom, good. Try it again. All right, I want you to really use your chest, drive forward. Boom, good. Keep it goes up. One more time. I want you to slam those knees down so hard that you hear those pads. Boom. Yeah, nice. Yeah, hear that? Did you feel that? Right? When you have a really good, strong butterfly, you drive the knees down really strong, you did a great job of controlling your hands. What happens is, since you drive down strong, you're more stable and balanced, right? Which is really important. If you're balanced, you can move really well, right? And you can kind of react too. All right, awesome. Let's get you sliding, okay? Let's say we have a little bit of an odd man rush, like a 2-on-1 or a 2-on-0. Hopefully we don't have too many of those 2-on-0s, right? So I'm on top of my crease. I'm going to come out a little bit because it's going to be a rush coming in, all right? So they're in the far end, and then they're coming in, and then it's coming in towards me. So I'm going to get out, glide back, and then we'll turn to that. We'll skip the middle angle again, right? So we'll turn, boom. My eyes are right on that puck. And I'm going to butterfly slide, then get right up. We'll come out, back, turn, push, right up. Yeah, send that puck. Okay, good. Not bad, not bad. We'll get to those. Oh, just wide. Out, back, turn. Okay. So that was a little bit of a tough push. Do you know why? Why it felt a little bit awkward? Okay. When my feet get so wide when I come back and I don't let them come in, I literally lose so much power. And right now, I'm not necessarily standing up, as I'm just holding myself up. Right? At any point, like my muscles right now are working. Whew. Right now, they're not as much. So I want to kind of be in that mode where I'm not working as much. Now, I can't really do too much when my feet are too close. So, yeah, I'm going to have to bring them out and be on my edges. But if I get too wide, and then I lose all that power. So we want to stay a little bit narrow. So when I glide back, make sure the feet are going straight back, and I'm not having my heels go out. See what happens? As soon as if I'm going straight, watch my heels when I point them out. I go way too fast, I get way too deep, and then I'm wide and on my toes too much. I could also end up on my heels if my shoulders come back. So it could really throw off my balance. Okay? So I want to kind of have, let's try and use this marker that doesn't really work that well. All right? That wasn't too bad. I want to try and keep my feet right on those lines as I'm going through. And that's going to kind of keep me in that same stance as if I was just standing there. So I'll forward, glide back, and I'm here, and then I can go this way. And now my legs are still loaded strong enough that I can get a nice little slide over. Right? So let's come back over here and try that. Keep your feet nice and close. Yes, good. Glide in back, turn. Bring that knee down. Yeah. All right? Don't worry about getting that power right, right? If you would have pulled this knee in right away, that would have given you that momentum to help you get all the way over here. Boom, turn. Okay. Here's what's also going to help you too. Not only do we want to kind of stay a little bit more narrow with our feet, but we want to turn the body. So now, I want to go that way, right? If I never turn, I'm going to go that way. I totally don't want to go out there. Okay? I want to stay within my home here, turn, and go right that way. Wherever my hips, the side of my hips are lined up, that's where I'm going to go. Boom, turn, yes, slide, yeah, okay, all right, okay. That was really good, except we never got this knee down. I don't know what you were doing with your glove. Those gloves weren't up, right? Let's see that beautiful little butterfly you have in the slide. Boom, turn. Knee down, right away. Good. Yeah, as soon as you push, boom, pull that knee in right away. Yep, go. Yep. Okay, now let's push with one leg and get it with the other. Yep, right up. Good. One more. Boom, turn. Yeah. Look at that. You're getting all the way out there with ease now. All right? You narrowed your stance. You pulled the leg in right away. Last one. Turn. Oh, yeah. Don't just sit down in that glove. Okay, good. Let's add on to this here. Okay? Last one we're going to do. We'll do two more. Because we started super early and we got lots of time. And it's just you for this session. So that's great. We're going to use all the time to learn here that we can. Let's think about those breakaways. Okay? There's two ways we can play a breakaway. We have the Y or the T method. Okay, so there's the Y. Here's the T. Well, now there's the T. So this is the movement, right? If the movement is going this way, all right, this way, and this way, right? This is the angle that the player's attacking on. So we just pick the center lane because that's just the easiest to pick here. And it's a little 50-50, so we can work on both sides here. So first and foremost, we do want to come out. We don't want to come out too far. If I get way out here, this is a bit ridiculous. I don't need to be way out here. Then I have to like come all the way back. But I like that too, right? I'm a little bit here, and yeah, that's kind of the same. Maybe it depends, right? I don't want to go too far out, but I also don't want to go. I do want to make sure I do go out because what I want to do is, as they're skating really fast, right? Since they have so much speed, they can go around us really easy. And if I just stand here and just try and slide from a standstill, there's no way I'm going to be able to stay with them. Okay? So I want to come out and then glide back. That same glide back we just were working on, right? Staying in a narrow stance into it here. Boom. And then when they pick a spot, I have two options where I'm going to move with them. So if they go here, all right, I'm going to pick that spot, I'm going to turn, and then I'm going to slide on the Y. Now, what I also could do, right, as they go in, here, line up here. Let's say I am the player here, and I'm going in. Okay, we go in, glide back, right, now turn. All right, well, hold on, stay here, on your feet, turn, pivot, boom. And then, okay, as if, go here, turn, and then slide for me, butterfly slide, right, boom, good, stay there, right, down, right, notice how everyth's here, and I'm going this way, and you're going outside the post in the overlap, all right, that's what we call an overlap. We can talk about that in a whole other day, because that's a whole day of work right there, okay, or, right, notice how you kept that puck, and you kind of stayed square to it, and everything was nice and equal, or, as they're coming down, I can do the T method. Now, the T, all right, I want to keep everything in front of me. And it's a little bit more of an attack, all right, which I think from the style you play and how athletic you are, I think you'll do pretty good on this. Now, this is as they're coming in. I want to be a little bit more ready with my gloves, and I want to be a little bit more powerful to pounce on my butterfly slide. On the T, I'm not going to go back towards the overlap or in front of the post. I'm going to go straight across. I'm going to go boom and attack all the way through. So I'm going to go glide forward, glide back, boom, and attack. Okay? Now, if I do attack out this way and they hold on to it, they can go around me. But a lot of times, I'm going to cut them off and they're not even going to get the chance to be able to do that. Or you can poke check them, right? When we poke check, what do you think is really important to have a good poke check?
Keeping your stick in your hand.
Yes, you don't want to lose your stick. So when we do poke check, we don't want to throw our stick, all right? Almost. You don't even want to do that because that is like an extra motion, and then you have to load it again. So what you actually want to do, the other thing too is if you go here and here, you're moving your stick a lot. We can simplify it even more. Take your fingers, loosen the fingers. Take your blocker elbow, drive your elbow up. Right? So all right, almost. So what I want to do is I want to try and drive my elbow up, and now my stick stays right right here. So if they shoot real quick, right, I'm still here and I'm okay. Yes. And then you got that poke check motion really good. Now here's the other thing. See that elbow? Look at the toe of my stick. It's leading. Boom. I don't want to necessarily go too much here with the backhand. It's not as strong, all right? And it's kind of a weird situation for my blocker too. Keep that blocker elbow up, right through it. Okay? So here's the drill. Okay? We're going to get out here, and I'm going to go, let's do this. I will have the puck. I'm not necessarily going to shoot on you. I'm just going to kind of feed your pad, right? But we're going to work on this motion. All right, we'll come out. We'll glide back. I'll pick a side. We'll turn and slide to it. Okay? For this first couple, we're going to work on, no poke checks. All right? I want you to focus on your footwork, on a good slide. And then what you do is just keep your gloves up and just watch the puck. Okay? We're going to work on the Y method first. Okay? So we're going to turn and then slide back this way. Okay? All right, so coming out. Boom, come out a little more. I'm probably a little bit further out. Start gliding back. Okay, so hold up. So see where I am here? Right here, right? I'm just past the hash marks. So I pretty much kind of have to, after I pass this, I'm probably going to deke. Right? Especially kids at your level, at the 12U level, they take forever to get that shot off, right? So they need to start that shot from a little bit further out, okay? So you'll know if they're shooting because they'll be out here, okay? But once they get past these hash marks, you're like, this kid's going to try and deke me. I got them. And then we turn and we slide and through it, okay? So let's go through this a little bit quicker. All right, come out, glide back, boom, 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 and then keep the knees down, keep your gloves up, okay? When you slide, I just want to see the gloves up, stick in the middle, nice, relaxed, easy, chill little butterfly slide. Glide out, glide back, boom, boom, yeah. Again, keep those gloves up all the way, all right? We're not worried about making a save. We're going to focus on a good slide and good form all the way through. Yep. Glide back. Boom. Boom. Where's that stick? Keep both gloves up too, right? Hey, as I'm here. Keep those gloves. Yeah, you got it. Ready? Go back. Boom. Okay, so see how you end up leaning here and then this pad came up? Try and keep both knees down. Because yeah, and just hold it and just slide through it. And so even if you keep sliding and you keep on sliding and you go through the boards, I want to just keep sliding and just hold it. Yeah. All right. Out. Boom. Boom. Yeah. Good. Up more. Right. Here. And then here. Yeah. Right. Let's go. You got it. Yep. Go back. Boom. Yeah. Control those hands and let's get a good slide on that pad. Boom. Boom. Close, close. We're kind of facing a little bit this way. Keep those gloves up. All right? Don't let those gloves drop at all. Oh, almost. A little bit on your heels. Keep going. That's better. Good. Keep the pad down all the way through. One more. Good. That's nice. All right? And we have a nice little butterfly slide. You'll know it'll feel so easy. You'll just slide nice and easy. That's because a lot of things like your stance will be good, your balance will be really good, and it'll be nice and easy. All right, awesome. Let's get a drink of water, and then we'll move on to some shots.